One of the early investors in Facebook has plenty to say now about the direction of that company. Roger McNamee, author of the New York Times bestseller Zucked, Waking Up to the Facebook Catastrophe, is with us now. Roger, this book is fairly explosive. Did you have any fears writing the book?
So, Angie, it was really simple. I spent 34 years as a professional tech investor. I'm a capitalist. I'd been involved in Silicon Valley since 1982. I've known essentially all the great founders who came along. I'd worked really closely with Mark Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg in the early days of Facebook. And so it never occurred to me that I would ever need to become an activist. But in early 2016, I saw things going on Facebook that suggested that Facebook could be used by bad people to undermine elections and to undermine the civil rights of Americans. And so I reached out to Mark and Sheryl before the 2016 election. I begged them to get on top of this and protect the people who use the platform. They dismissed my concerns. I spent 3 months begging them to do the right thing. And when that failed, I realized I needed to go out and share with the world what I knew. And after the Cambridge Analytica story broke, I realized I needed to write a book because that would be the best way to share the story, to capture what I knew in a way that just normal people could completely understand. You wouldn't need to know anything about technology to understand why this stuff was a challenge, and you'd at least see the other side.
Are you getting any pushback from writing this book?
The answer is I trust Mark Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg eventually to do the right thing. You know, they've been protecting their business interests throughout this process, and they've said some unkind things about me, but I don't think they're bad people. I just think they believe different things than I do, and I think it's my job to make everyone aware of the fact that technology isn't the trustworthy thing it was at one point in time. You just can't adopt new technology and assume everything's going to work out well.
What do you fear most?
So the economy has changed from being focused on oil to being focused on data, and none of our laws have adjusted to protect us in that environment. We have no rights to our own data.
Do you have any tips for protecting children?
So I think the first thing to understand is you have to be a good role model. You know, you have to understand that kids, if they're using Minecraft or if they're using a Google Chromebook, their data is being collected from elementary school, and they have no rights, no control over any of it.
Well, thank you for your time today. Facebook shares are up a stunning 33% for the past year. We reached out to Facebook for a response. This response was given to the media from Facebook. We take criticism seriously. Over the past 2 years, we've fundamentally changed how we operate to better protect the safety and security of people using Facebook. The reality is, Roger McNamee hasn't been involved with Facebook for a decade. This week, Facebook shares reached a market cap of $619 billion. For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.